Hey everyone, it's finally here. BookTube-A-Thon 2015 is from August 3rd to August 9th, and this is my TBR.
Hey guys, it's that time of year again. BookTube-A-Thon 2016 is finally here. That video was my first video actually uploaded to BookTube. So that's pretty cool. It was a year ago. I was in Mexico City, fresh to this whole YouTube thing, and now it's been a whole year. Crazy, right? So BookTube-A-Thon, if you don't know, is a whole week where you dedicate it to reading books. Read as many books as you can, and if you want, you can participate in these 7 challenges. There's also a bunch of social media stuff going on, a bunch of video stuff, Twitter, stuff like that. BookTube-A-Thon this year is from July 18th to the 24th, I think. Pretty sure. And this is my TBR to show you guys. The first challenge is to read a book with a yellow cover. So for that, I chose the book called Song of Achilles. So let me get out of here. Okay. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So this book, I guess, is about Achilles and this guy named Patroclus. So Patroclus is a young prince, I guess, who gets exiled for killing someone, I think. So he gets exiled to where Achilles is. And Achilles and Patroclus, I guess, form a friendship. And I'm assuming they go beyond a little friendship. So then, I guess the Trojan War starts. And Achilles has to go to war. So this whole little relationship is put to test, I guess. I don't know. I heard it's really good. I heard it's like really, really cool. And yeah, why not, right? So that's the first book, the first challenge. Yellow cover. This is kind of like golden, but well, still good, right? Okay, so the next challenge is to read a book only after sunset. So you can only read this book between the time the sun goes down and the sun comes up. So unfortunately for me, that means I think that's 8:30. I can't start reading this book until after 8:30. But sunrise, I checked, is like at 5:30. So I guess I could read it from 8:30 to 5:30 and find time for sleep later or something. Anyway, so for this challenge, I'm going to be reading a book called Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This book is, I guess it's about like the fall of civilization. From what I understand, it's different perspectives. I think there's 6 people, and this is before and after, I'm assuming, this Georgia flu, I guess this type of flu wipes out like a majority of the population. So it's kind of like science fiction-y, I guess, but also I heard that it's not completely science fiction. I don't know. But I heard it's a great book. I heard it's really cool. So decided to read this after sunset. So there's like all these pages that I have to read at night. So that's that. The next challenge is to read a book that you found out about through BookTube. So immediately I thought about another book, but then I'm like, nope, I want to read this one instead. Okay, so I thought about a few books that I actually bought because of BookTube. But I chose Persona Normal by Benito Taibo. This book's in Spanish. It translates to normal person. This book I found out about through Andres Campos, who has his channel on BookTube. I'll link it below and maybe even put it like right here. So this guy Andres spoke about it, and I figured it sounds really cool. It sounds really good. It's about a 13-year-old kid named Sebastian, who loses his parents and goes to live with his uncle. And I guess his uncle teaches him, or at least wants to teach him, to view the world in a different way, in a not like normal way, I guess. So it's supposed to be very it teaches you about life, to see it in a different way, I'm assuming. That's what I assume. There's a lot of people talking about this book, people who could actually read Spanish, because I don't think it's in English yet. They say it's a really beautiful book. I have not heard one bad thing about it. Thank you, Andres, for recommending it. Let's hope I like it. I assume I will. Yeah, so that's that. The next challenge is to read a book by your favorite author. So like a different book, I guess, or any book, I guess, from your favorite author. So one of my favorite authors is, I forgot his name, Benjamin Seance or something like that. The guy who wrote Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. That book is amazing. Right as I was reading it, like in that moment of reading, I had no idea who he was, but I'm like, this guy is amazing. Okay, so I figured like that guy is one of my favorite authors, and I'm gonna read his other books. Eventually I'll read all of them, and anyway, so I'll be reading his book called Everything Begins and Ends at the Kentucky Club. Picture somewhere here. I heard it's just a great book. It's a book of 7 short stories that take place between El Paso and Juarez. 7 short stories, why not, right? So that's that. The next challenge is to read a book that is actually older than you. So I'm gonna read a book that was published in 1963, I believe. 1963. So I'm not that old, obviously, I guess, or not obviously, I don't know. Anyway, it's called The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. This book, they say it's beautiful, they say it gets me. They say it's just great, and I've never really given myself the opportunity to read it. So I'm like, this is the chance. This book deals with a woman named Esther who gets an internship in New York at some magazine, I guess. And then she falls into this depression. I'm assuming it's not that simple, but yeah, so she falls into a depression, into this bell jar she feels she's in. So yeah, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Can't wait to read it. Okay, so after that, the next challenge is to read a book and then watch the movie. So read the book, watch the movie. That's the challenge. So the next book I'll be reading is called Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Y'all know this movie came out recently and everyone's crying about it and like complaining about it, how it like deals with this, like, I guess a deep topic that the movie just kind of doesn't care about. That's what I heard. But the book I heard is just really great. So this book is about a woman named Lou Clark and a guy named Will Traynor. I assume they fall in love. So I assume they meet, and then I assume they fall in love. And I hate assuming, okay? That's like one of the 4 agreements. Don't assume. Anyway, I assume that he has an accident, some kind of accident. That's all I know, or that's all I assume to know. And yeah, that's all I want to know. I just want to go into it knowing that it's going to be good, or assuming, I guess, that it's going to be good. So the 7th challenge is to read 7 books. So if my math is right, I have 6 books. So I need 7. So for the 7th book that I'm going to be reading, I chose Lily and the Octopus by Stephen Rowley. This book is about, from what I read, another book that I don't want to really know much about. From what I read, this book is about finding that special someone who you care about and who you love. And for the guy in this book, that someone is his dog. So you can already imagine what kind of book this is. They compare it to The Art of Racing in the Rain, which I cried from like the first page in that book. And they compare it to Life of Pi, like the philosophical side, I guess, which I haven't read that book. They just say it's beautiful. They say this is the book that you're going to be telling everyone to read. So, yeah. So Lily and the Octopus. That's book number 7. Okay, so there you go. There's 7 books, 7 challenges, 7's my favorite number, by the way. Just saying. Anyway, so there it is. There is my BookTube-A-Thon TBR 2016 video. Hope you guys can please do it. Leave a comment below. Just comment, talk to me, like, subscribe, and yeah, right? Take care, guys. Peace.